Thank you so much for pre-joining the live. I am starting just a little early today because I have a meeting just after this, but our topic is attachment styles. So we are going to be exploring the 4 different attachment styles, how they're formed, and what that means for our relationships in adulthood. So the poll is going to be, do you know your attachment style? Okay, so I will start with a background in how attachment styles are formed. So, in the first 18 months of a person's life, that is when these are formed. Hi, Nsako, how are you doing this morning? Thank you so much for joining the live. So, in the first 18 months of your life, depending on how your primary caregiver attends to your needs, attends to you when you cry, attends to everything that you do, this is going to form how you're going to navigate relationships throughout your life. Hi, Lungi. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, Sia, for coming back. So, it is important in life to know what kind of attachment style you have and what kind of attachment style your partner has in order to navigate the relationship. Because remember, I'm always saying that we come from different backgrounds, we come from different cultures, we have different patterns. So the whole point of this is to know how those patterns are formed, and if they're an unhealthy pattern, how to fix them. We also learn our attachment styles later on in life through the interactions that we have with people around us. So if you have a bad interaction with your cousin, a bad interaction with your friends, a bad interaction with maybe a past relationship, that also contributes to the kind of attachment style you have. So the different attachment styles that are there, we have 4 different attachment styles according to the research done by psychologists. We have the secure attachment style, which is the one that is recommended for everyone to have. Then we have the anxious attachment style, avoidant attachment style, and disorganized attachment style. I am seeing so many notifications. Today, I'm just going to be catching up on content. But yeah, this is very nice. My Monday is set. After my meeting, I'm just going to be on lives and catching up on content. So, let us look at okay. I will go to, can my attachment style change? So it can, but it takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of trust building for you to change from one insecure attachment style. So the only secure attachment style we have is one. All the 3, like disorganized, avoidant, and other attachments, these are insecure. So we want to change from the insecure attachment to the secure attachment. Hi, Romy. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining the live. We are talking about attachment styles. So let's go into the first one, which is the highly recommended one. This is the secure attachment style. What is it? So it is the ability to build a healthy relationship. That means that no one is dependent on the other person, but they are considerate enough to spend time with the other person and to consider their feelings. And they are also able to express their own feelings. Hi, Miss Blooming. For everyone who is joining, please don't forget to like the live as you come in and to also vote on the poll. Thank you so much for being here. So, yes. So, secure attachment style, we see it in both children and in adults. Joe, yo. Sia, are you referring to what I'm saying or something else? Vinod. Hi, Vinod. Pascool. Okay. Let me just add some mods here because I see something going on. Pascoal, hi, how are you? Sumail, hi, thank you so much for joining the live. Guys, as you join the live, please don't forget to like and vote on the poll. So let me give you old head talking about. Yet here, first of all, I'm not old. Secondly, I am talking about attachment styles. Hi, Surab or Saurab. I hope I said that right. Hi, how are you? Thank you so much for joining the live. Are you so handsome? Thank you. Thank you. I'm sure you meant beautiful. Thank you. Moti Lao. Hi, how are you? Uh, what did I steal today? Nothing. I'm not a thief, so I didn't steal anything. You sound nice. Thank you, Will. Thank you so much. Vista, good morning. My name is Savior. That's a beautiful name, Savior. Hi, how are you? You fine? Hi, Real. I've seen you on my lives before. Thank you for joining again. Tatum sent me $600. Oh, I'm receiving that. Thank you, Tatum. Hi, Cody. Thank you so much for joining the live. Don't forget to like the live, guys. I go back and forth. Sometimes I'm secured, sometimes I'm not. Okay, Sia. That is probably because of the circumstances that go around in your life. So, yeah, it does go back and forth for most people as well. And it depends on usually the relationships that you are forming with other people and how that affects you. Hi, Toka. You're pretty. Thank you. What are you doing? Saga, we are talking about attachment styles. So I'm going to come back to the comments. Let me go to the topic. So when you have a secure attachment style, and I'm going to look at this from the child's perspective and then the adult perspective. Okay, it's Tatum. Did I say Tatum? I meant Tatum. Okay. Cody, you're amazing. Thank you. Hi, Patrick. Thank you so much. I love you too. Yes, yeah. They should keep on coming. Hi, Jerry. I speak English, but I can say hello in Spanish. Hola. I am from Zimbabwe, but I am currently living in Cyprus. Hi, Tiffany. How are you doing? No, 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 no. Okay, then I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Sorry, I don't know. Is it Tatum? Ah, okay, it's Tatum. All right. I think I got it right now. Please confirm Tatum. Okay. So yeah, we're getting those. Yes, we are, Lungi. We are. Yes, I'm good. Thank you, Tiffany. It's the start of a new week. I'm very optimistic about it. So I'm happy. Tatum. I'm so sorry. I was going to too. I'm so sorry, Tatum. Thank you for correcting me. You look like Ice Spice. Do I? I've never heard that before. Jake, my day is going good. Yeah. I've had a productive morning. I've done so many things this morning, and anytime I do that first thing in the morning, I feel good. Yaj Harry, hi, I'm from Argentina. I am from Zimbabwe. Thank you. What's your favorite food? My favorite food. My favorite food. That's a tough one because I love food generally. So it is difficult for me to pick out just one thing. Maybe I would say Zimbabwean food, like a traditional Zimbabwean food. which would have maybe vegetables with peanut butter and yeah, vegetables with peanut butter and some meat, or a barbecue. Yes, we do very good barbecues in Zimbabwe, Tatum. So that's what I like. Alicia, I hope I say that right. Alicia or Aliza. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's nighttime for me. Oh, what time is it there? Here it's 11 a.m. Lungi. What did you eat? I haven't had breakfast yet. It's just 11. So I'm probably going to eat later. Tatum, I did answer that. That is my favorite food, Jake, today. Did you ever eat fufu? Not fufu. I've had a different type of swallow, but it's not fufu because fufu is made from cassava and I've had the one made from yam. Tiffany, why are you in shock? Because of the time? Me too. I'm from New Zealand. What time is it in New Zealand, Tatum? You're gorgeous. Thank you. Princess, yes. Yo, to me is bleeding. Kumele ndibize umuntu umdala. Haisana, they came with a bus. Oh, yes, they did. Sia. Someone dropped them off. I just subscribed. Thank you, Jake. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I know you're from Zimbabwe and I'm from New Zealand. That's amazing. So, Tiffany, I am assuming you're somewhere in America there. Yeah, I think so. Somewhere in the Americas. And Tatum says it's 8:10. Okay, it is quite late. Hi Dineo, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining the live. Can you do a house tour? Not today, Tatum, because there is a topic that I'm speaking about. But if you do join, if you subscribe to my channel, for example, you are going to see most of my house. And maybe one day I will do a house tour. But it's not something I'm really comfortable with. Yeah, I'm not really comfortable with that. But in my channel, I'm sure you've seen most parts of my house. So if you subscribe, you'll probably see it. I stayed up all night. What were you up to, Tiffany? You look good today. Thank you, Jake. You're from Tennessee. Okay, yeah. I guessed right. Hi, Deanie. Hi, Sis D. Hi, D. I'm well, thanks, Dre. How are you doing? I'm doing well. I had such a productive morning. So I enjoyed myself. Where are you from, Alicia? 1:10 in the morning. Lungi Princess. Yeah, okay. So let me try. Let me try and get into the topic. So, when you have a secure attachment style as a child, this is how you behave. You usually cry when your caregiver lives. So, your mom, your dad, your guardian, when they leave, you probably cry. But you are also comforted when they return. So this is something a secure child would do. Yes, so you seek your comfort from your caregiver. When they leave, you feel sad, you feel scared, but then when they come back, you get comfort for them. So that is what a secure child would do. Now, in adulthood, when you have a secure attachment style, you openly share your feelings with your partner and close friends. You also seek social support from them because remember, you have built this trust with your primary caregiver in your first 18 months. So you know that a caregiver or someone who loves you brings you comfort and they bring you good advice and they bring you good feelings. That's why you are trusting enough to share your feelings and feel validated when you share them with your partner or your close friends. Yes, Tiffany, you said you're from Tennessee. It's 4:11. Is that PM or AM? Haha, that was hectic. a lot. Tatum, no need to apologize. You didn't do anything wrong. You didn't ask for anything wrong. I just sometimes don't feel comfortable with it, but I also love seeing house tours, so no need to apologize. Everything is good over here. Oh, you're from California. I see. Okay, Heike, I'm mostly secure. Good. Good to hear, Sia. My mama is from California. That's nice. Uh, Kumaram, I hope I'm saying that correctly. Hi, thank you so much. You're so pretty. Thank you. Did you work out too, Lungi? I'm only seeing the workout live stream now. No, do you know, it was really early. So I think Mutle and Mama the boys joined, but just to say hi because it was really early. Got to go. All right. Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you so much for being here. What time is it your side? It's 11:14 in the morning. Thank you so much for joining SB. I know you're always joining my live stream, so I appreciate you. So that is the secure attachment style, guys. I can only do it after work, Diddy. Okay. That is the secure attachment style. And this is what we should all strive for. And the reason why we talk about this is because as parents, we can also learn from it because it affects the children's relationships later. And as human beings and as adults, we can try and identify what is going on within our relationships and try and change it. So if you feel secure enough and if you feel comfort from your partner and you're trusting from your partner, you mostly have a secure attachment style. Can you lift 100 kg weight? Not with my upper body, but I can with my lower body because my lower body is stronger than my upper body. So I can do a leg press of 100 kgs, definitely. When will you come to India? I don't know when exactly, but I am definitely going to India sometime in the future. I love the culture, I love the food, so I will definitely visit. Your voice sounds beautiful. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you. So moving on, these are the signs of a secure attachment. So if you tick any of these boxes, you are probably in the secure attachment style. So number one, you trust others easily, you communicate effectively, you can regulate your emotions, you feel comfortable when you spend time alone, you connect with others easily, you manage conflict in a healthy way, and make yourself emotionally available to the people in your life. So if you tick any or most of these boxes, then you have a secure attachment. I think what I'm working on is regulating my emotions. That's what I have been working on in the past maybe 2 years, and trusting people easily because I had, especially friends, because I had a friendship betrayal. So I'm still trying to work towards trusting people easily. But other than that, I think the other things I am quite secure in. SB, I have not visited India, but my mom was living in India for about two years, and she really loved. She has a lot of pictures from India, so she is my point of reference. But I do have a lot of friends, colleagues who are Indian, especially in Zimbabwe, and so I know a lot about the culture. My height and weight, actually, I checked my weight today and I was very, very happy. And I am 78.8 kgs. I don't know how much that is in pounds. I don't know if you use pounds. And my height is 165 centimeters and or 5.5 inches, whichever one you use. But yeah, that is how I am right now. Okay, hi Sana, I'm very secure. Happy to hear that. Happy to hear that, Sia. I need to change from trusting too easily. Why? Why, Lungi? I understand where you're coming from because with me, trusting too easily has gotten me in situations where a lot of people betrayed me, betrayed my trust. But I always want to have an open mind that people are going to be good. What's your regular time to go live? SB, so right now it is 11:19 my time. So I start at 11 o'clock. So if you push back your time to 20 minutes before now, that is my regular live time. I'm going to grab some food. Okay, thank you so much for being here. Yes, Lungi, we have to be smart about it. It's good to actually test people out. All right. So the next one is anxious attachment style. So other people call it preoccupied attachment style, anxious preoccupied, or anxious ambivalent attachment style. And with children, we see them more distrustful of strangers compared to their caregivers. So when you give your child to your sister, or you give your child to someone at church and they start crying or they want to immediately come back to you, they might have an anxious attachment style because they only feel secure with you. And then in adulthood, this can shown in codependent tendencies. So this is not a healthy way to be in a relationship. You have to have your whole and another whole. Half and half don't make one in a relationship. So when you are codependent on each other, it means that if the other person is not available for you, you are going to feel like you don't have any other thing that you can do outside of them. And this is because you are only trusting of your partner and you can't trust other people. So it translates from your childhood trust issues to your adulthood trust issues. And people Yes, and people with anxious attachment style usually have low self-esteem within the relationship, and they need validation from the partner that they are doing something right, or they are the right partner, or their cooking is nice, or the cleaning is nice. So when you have this anxious style, it's difficult for you to be happy by yourself. Thank you for coming back, Alicia. What's your business or job? I am a psychologist, but I have dabbled in a lot of things. I've dabbled in sales, I've dabbled in management, I've dabbled in lecturing. Now I am teaching English, and yes, so a lot of things. I am yeah, I'm all rounded in everything that I do. Currently studying and currently teaching English. Hi Tatum, you're back. Do you have a pet? Yes, I do. I have a pretty chow chow. A pretty chow chow. I can show you her. Yeah, I can show you her. Diamond, 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 diamond. She's ignoring me, Tatum. All right, I will flip the camera in a bit once I finish what I am speaking about. If you're still around, I'll just flip the camera and show you because she doesn't want to answer me for some reason. Okay, so if you have an anxious attachment style, you probably have feelings of unworthiness. So you don't feel like you are worthy to be in you're worthy to be in a relationship with someone. You have high sensitivity to criticism. So the, for example, within a relationship, if I say to my partner that last week I had a headache and you didn't take care of me, he should take that as a way of me pointing out something he can do better and not me criticizing him for being a bad partner. But if he has an anxious attachment style, he's going to do the latter. And so it all stems from people not being trustworthy of other people, that other people can love them or other people can protect them. So that's where it stems from. You also have difficulty spending time alone, usually have low self-esteem, difficulty trusting other people, feelings of jealousy, and fear of rejection and of abandonment. So there is a healthy type of jealousy where you say, well, this is my person and I wouldn't want my person to be with someone else. But then there are unhealthy types of jealousy where it's someone's relationship with a coworker, not an affair, but just a relationship, or a relationship with someone at the gym, and that person is overly jealous. That is because this person has an anxious attachment style and it's unhealthy. My son walks like my son was like that as a baby, still gets anxiety attacks. I've worked on him his whole life and life to get him confident. He's a lot better now. Oh, Sia, yes. Yeah, it really depends on people's personalities as well, right? So you're doing a good job as trying to get him out of that. But yeah, you it's work. It's a lot of work, but yeah, I'm happy to hear that he is better. Jacko, when we get into someone's house, someone's life, someone's messages, we greet first. So, hi, Jacko, how are you? And I will not be doing a 360 today, but if you subscribe to my channel, you are going to see a lot of workout videos. You can see what I look like. You can see some fashion videos, and you can also see what I look like. So maybe if you subscribe, you'll see what you are looking for. I am chosen. You're thinking like me. Ah, is it? Oh, thank you. I am chosen. Backflips even. Alicia Ruiz says, I can do a back bend. Okay, maybe you can do that for Jacko because he's asking for a lot for someone who didn't greet anyone. But yes, let us move on to the third attachment style. This is avoidant attachment style. Yeah, he must. If he does, he might see something. So with avoidant attachment style, people find it hard to be intimate. So intimacy with friends, intimacy with relationships, you find it very hard to be secure enough to be vulnerable with other people. And this is, again, from your childhood. So it's also called a dismissive attachment style or an anxious avoidant attachment style. And in children, this shows that there is, in children, they don't have a preference. Remember, in anxious, we said that they only want to be cared for by their primary caregivers and not by other people. But with avoidant style, they don't have a preference. Whether it's a stranger or their primary caregiver, they don't have a preference. So they then form this avoidant type of style. And as an adult, they have a strong sense of independence. So whatever is going on around there, they have a strong sense of independence. But this can be an advantage and a disadvantage because in a relationship, they don't find it easy to share their thoughts or their feelings. And because of that, they can't form a very close relationship with other people because they always switch back to their independence. And this is usually formed like in childhood, whereby maybe a child is crying and you leave them to take care of themselves, and maybe you left them with a wet nappy for too long, or they were hungry for too long and someone didn't attend to them. They tend to know that they are the only people who can take care of themselves, so they have no preference as to what's going to happen, right? So these are the signs of an avoided attachment. They feel a strong sense of independence. They dismiss others easily. They have difficulty trusting others. They feel uneasy when people try to get too close to them. They avoid intimacy, either emotional or physical, and they have commitment issues. So if you hear someone saying, "Oh, I have commitment issues," or "I find it hard to be intimate with people," "I find it hard to form relationships," or "when someone tries to get too friendly with me or too close to me, I don't trust it," that is probably someone who has an avoidant attachment style. Yes, Lungi, it is. It is. Dineo said I was in the background. I'm fully here now. Okay. Thank you, Dineo. Our childhood has a great impact on our lives. Yes. Dineo, that's why, actually, that's one of the reasons why I studied psychology, because culturally, in especially in my culture, parents are a little bit dismissive of a lot of things that don't have to do with your development. So unless you are taking too long to unless you are taking too long to walk or crawl or something like that, every other thing is kind of put to the side. And I understand, especially in our countries, it's because they are already stressed about many things, right? And so, yes, that can be difficult. That can be difficult. But yes, it has a huge impact on our lives. Princess said, I'm in the background. Okay, thank you, Princess. Thank you very much. Okay, so the last one we're going to talk about is disorganized attachment style. And it is also called fearful avoidant attachment style. Hi, Sino. How are you? Thank you so much for joining the live. So Sino said, I'm just here to on my way to an interview. Okay, Sino, best wishes in your interview. Morning, everyone. Hi, Joanna. Thank you so much for joining. Tatum, sorry, I've been going to get something done. Have you shown the... No, I haven't shown the puppy, Tatum. I just want to finish what we are talking about here, and then I will show you her. If she had come here, I would show you, but she doesn't feel like coming here. Hi, Christina. Thank you so much for joining the live. Yes, all the best, everyone is wishing you all the best. Okay, so with disorganized attachment style, people have inconsistent behaviors. So sometimes they are secure, sometimes they are avoidant, sometimes they are anxious. So that's why it's called disorganized. And Tatum said, when is your next live? Tomorrow, same time, I am going to be live, Tatum. So in children, this shows itself through they are sometimes they want comfort from the caregiver, sometimes they don't want the comfort from there, sometimes they express their emotions, and sometimes they don't. So this is why it's called a disorganized attachment style. And unfortunately, this is very present in children who are victims of abuse, any type of abuse, trauma, or neglect. So just like with the avoidant style, if people don't tend to their children's needs, they tend to either get avoidant, or they get disorganized, because they know that you're the caregiver, they know that you love them, but you are confusing them, so they don't know exactly what to do. And in terms of abuse, it is very sensitive, because the same person who is supposed to be showing you love and shows you love most of the time. So maybe it is your mom, and anytime you cry because you're hungry, she feeds you. That is going to bring comfort to you. So you're going to trust her for that. But anytime you do something wrong, she's going to hit you, or, yes, most like really bad forms of abuse, especially with young children, will cause them to be confused as to what a basic caregiver is supposed to do. Neglect as well. There are children that will go the whole day with the same nappy, and this is very important, like changing a nappy or giving them food, giving them milk. And maybe when they're feeling sleepy, children get confused when they're feeling sleepy. They don't know what's going on with them. That's why they will try and do something naughty, so they cry, and then you carry them, and then you soothe them, and they sleep. So if a parent is not concentrating on these kind of cues, it's very easy for a child to get confused as to, who am I supposed to turn to when I feel like this? Who's supposed to clean me up when I'm dirty? Who's supposed to feed me when I'm hungry? And who's supposed to soothe me when I'm feeling sleepy? So it's very important, that aspect of being there for children, because it forms what they then see later on in life. I find it hard to express my emotions. That's a problem for a lot of people. And I have said before on one of the lives that it's only now that I'm older that I am free to express most of my emotions with my parents. But when we were younger, emotions wasn't the first priority of what they want to hear from you. It's your achievements, what you have read, what number or award you have gotten from school. So when you grow up in space like that, you don't feel that your emotions should be heard, or you don't trust that when they hear your emotions, they're going to take them seriously, or they're not going to attack you for thinking about emotions with friends instead of thinking about your schoolwork, for example. So this translates to other things in life, and I can understand why you feel that way, Tatum. Shoot, this is hectic. Yeah, when we said we were going to talk about this topic, I knew it was going to get deep. We need the Holy Spirit, because it's a lot, Lungi. And it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work on parents as well. Ngepela, Lungi. Yeah. So, yeah, maybe let me finish this, and then I am going to say what I wanted to say. I hope I don't forget. So, a caregiver may give comfort in one instance and instill fear in the other instance. So, because you are confusing the child, they don't know how to approach you. And in adults, you find that they may alternate from being clingy to their partner and pushing them away. They may be emotional in one day, and in the next day they are aloof. And the reason why is because they feel scared the moment they feel too close to a person, because the experience they have is even the first person to love them sometimes is there, or sometimes they abuse them, or sometimes they instill fear, sometimes they give them comfort. So that confusion continues on later in life. And the signs of a disorganized attachment style are difficulty trusting others, trouble regulating your emotions, signs of anxious and avoidant attachment styles, and fear of rejection. Yes, so there is a lot of things warped in one in the disorganized attachment style. So now that we have spoken about all the attachment styles, what does it mean for us, and what does it mean for the children who are under our care? So the emotional, okay, let me say what I wanted to say before I move on to the next part. It is very difficult being a parent, full stop. Then it's difficult being a parent who is living in an economy that is bad. Then it's difficult being a parent who doesn't have a strong support system. It's difficult being a single parent, yes. It is also difficult being a parent who is surrounded by people who are too critical of them. So all of those things combined, it is not easy. It's not easy at all. And especially when you think about the fact that right now we are living in a season where you need money to give your child the best. Ole was talking about nursery schools and how expensive they are. So you want to give your child the best, but you also want to give your child attention. It's a very difficult thing to balance. And I remember, and I always say this, that when I was growing up, my mom had my aunts, she had my grandmother, and I have a lot of women who raised me. A lot of women who raised me. And we were lucky that like 3 of my aunts lived a 5 or 10 minute walk away from us. So we all lived in the same neighborhood. And if my grandmother had to go out and do something, she would just call on my aunts or send me to my aunt's place. So it was so easy because there was community. But now people have moved away. People are in different places, or people are busy, and my grandmother has passed away. So it's something very difficult to navigate nowadays. But to the people who can balance it, my hat goes off to you, because I don't know how people are able to do it. But yes, if you have a good support system, you are well on your way to doing it well. Hi Shame, I take my hat off to single parents. Yes, Joanna. Life can throw did you want to say boulders at you, but everyone who will be able to get back up, even if it takes a long time. Yes, Tatum, we always have hope, because everything happens in a season, and after a season things get better, and if they don't get better after that season, we work on it ourselves. In the background here, I can't hear because I'm on the phone. Okay, Sia, okay. A strong support system, a critical community. Yes, Lungi, it takes a village. When they said it takes a village to raise a child, this is exactly what they were saying. It's different on being a parent, period. Yes, Jojo. This is the only job where you don't get on the job training, you don't study for it, you are just thrown in the deep end. So it's better when you have people to help you out. Kudos to all the parents. Hey, support system is very important, and I pray that we become one for each other. Yes, Daniel, I saw a quote that said that as you get older, you have to consider that your friends are going to be your children's aunts and uncles. And are they people that you can trust with your children? Are they people that you can trust your children to emulate from? So yeah, we have to become each other's village, but we also have to be very careful in who we bring into our small circle. My mom needs help, but she acts like she's okay since my dad left. Women usually have to pick up the slack, Tatum, and they never want to show you when they're going through something. It is their superpower, but I believe that they need more. They need help from everyone. And if you are able to, maybe you can also change. Help her out. That's very true, Dino. Yes. It definitely takes a village, guys. Whenever help presents itself, be sure to take it. Yes. We do not want to be super women. We don't want to be strong women. If good help is coming your way, we need to be open enough to take it. Very important, Ray. Thank you, Dineo. Yeah, very, very. Yes, Lungi. Okay, there's no handover on this job, shame. You just have to read. Yes, Dineo. Yes, Jojo. No handover. No one is going to tell you, look, this is how I did it, so do it this way. No, 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 no. You have to learn by yourself as you go. So children are learning how to be children at the same time as you're learning how to parent. It's difficult. It is difficult. And it's such a huge responsibility as well. Imagine getting that much of a responsibility and not having training. Can't be easy, guys. It cannot be easy. All right, so what does that mean for us, and what does that mean for our children? The first thing is you need to make yourself available to children and their needs. Like I said, when they're crying for different things, that's their way of expressing emotion. And we've spoken about this before. It's not healthy to tell children to stop crying, because that's the only way they know how to express themselves. They cry when they're sleepy, they cry when they're hungry, they cry when they need a diaper change, they cry when they're feeling hot, they cry when they're feeling cold. That's the only way they can express themselves. So if they know that you come to them when they are in need, they are going to trust you, and they are going to trust that people around have the best intentions for them. So that is the first most important thing. Make yourself available to them and their needs. And remember, we're talking about the first 18 months. The first 18 months is important. Yes. Tatum said, okay, thank you. Good night. See everyone tomorrow. Okay, Tatum, thank you so much for joining. It was really nice having you here. Tatum, she's definitely not okay, but she will pretend to be okay. Be there for her. Make a simple breakfast for her. Yes, Jojo. You know what? That is so powerful, because I remember how my mom's face used to light up, especially on Mother's Day when you bring them those cards that you make with crayons and everything. It is just you showing appreciation. And once you show that appreciation, they are very happy. So a simple breakfast would be perfect. Thank you, Jojo, for that. You also need to validate your children's feelings. And this is difficult because it's something that we have had to learn over the years, validating our own feelings. So when I'm feeling sad about something, and maybe I cry out of joy or I cry out of sadness, I'm always like, why am I crying? Why am I crying? That is the wrong way to go about it, because your feelings in any situation are valid. If you're feeling angry about something, if you're feeling disgust, if you're feeling sad, joyful, whatever feeling you're feeling at that particular time, it is important. And so please stop invalidating your feelings, because you're also going to learn to invalidate the feelings of the people around you. Jana, I would give the world to make her happy, even if I had to go to space and back. That's beautiful, Tatum. Yes, mothers really appreciate that. So I am happy for that. And yeah, that's beautiful. That's the only thing I can say. because it is very beautiful. Yeah, very sweet. Yes. Okay. So how you can validate their emotions is reminding them that their emotions are valid. So sometimes, for example, my nephews, I think it's a boys thing, but if you tell them to stop doing something, they throw whatever they were about to do on the ground. That is anger. And instead of saying, stop throwing it on the ground, maybe it would be better for you to say, why are you angry? So they can actually express their emotions. I saw this, there's this lady, and if I bump into her videos on TikTok, I am going to send it to you because she heals me. She heals my adult self because she really talks to her child like she's talking to an adult. There's a time where her child was frustrated, he wanted to cry, and her child is maybe 3 or 4, and she said, "What's going on?" And then he said, "I'm angry." And then she said, "Why are you angry?" And then he said, "Well, because you want me to go to bed and I don't want to go to bed right now." Then she said, "Okay, it's good to feel upset. But do you understand why I'm telling you to go to bed?" And then he said, "Yeah, because if I don't go to bed now, when you wake me up for nursery school tomorrow, I am going to be tired." And then she says, "Exactly." So they've had a conversation. She has validated his emotions, and he has come to the understanding that what she wants him to do is actually a good thing. And yes, that's how we should try and go about it. Yes, we it's difficult because we have our own stresses and every other thing, but it's better to talk through things. And even as adults, guys, please, anytime you're feeling angry about something, if you can't say it out loud, journal it. And if you feel sad and you want to cry, if you don't want to show people you're crying, go into the shower and run the water and cry. If you feel like you're angry about something, I usually do this. I put my head in the cushion and I scream the loudest scream, and then I just let it out. Express your emotions because it's gonna make it easier for other people around you to express theirs. Hi Shatish, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining the live. Thank you, God bless. Thank you, Tatum. Dre, your hair is beautiful. Oh, thanks to you, Danelle. Thank you very much for the tutorial. I did it again this morning though, because the last time I did it, I think was on Saturday. I will definitely send it to the group, guys. I will definitely send it to the group. I'll go through my TikTok. The moment I just bump into it, I will send it to you. She has, it's good. Steve Biko Jr. the King. That is quite a name. Drake O'Kendrick. Both, because I feel like they're great artists, both of them. They just have different artistic styles. Hi Nengi, thank you so much for the love and thank you for passing by. My poor shower, I'm sure it asks itself what's wrong with me. Today, I am happy that in your adulthood you allow yourself to cry. And I do the same. My shower has seen so many days, so many days. Tears of sadness, tears of joy. My shower has seen all of it. And I'm happy. I'm so happy for you. The shower is another story, but I'm so happy for you. Exactly, Dre. Is those type of convo I try to have with my kids. Yes, sometimes it's difficult to her to be on the shouting mood. Yes, yes, Jojo. We try. We try our best, and our best is actually enough, Jojo. Our best is enough. Once you are aware of it and you actually go through it, you are doing enough. Yeah, but they are very important conversations to have. I'm sorry to disturb. How are you? I'm well, thank you, Steve. How can you make someone hear you without being angry at them? What I tend to do, Steve, is I don't speak out of anger. So I take a walk or I go in a different room, I calm down, I gather my thoughts, and then when I'm speaking to them, I'm trying to make them understand what has offended me, if it's offense, what has upset me, and I do it in a respectful manner. I don't shout because when someone shouts at me, I tune out. So that is my tactic. Try and do it that way. If it works for you, please let me know. Please subscribe, come into the other lives and say, remember what you said to me the other time? It worked. I would really appreciate that. But stepping away from the situation, calming down, gathering your thoughts, and speaking respectfully usually helps for me. Jojo's laughing at you. Seriously, Jojo. Yes, 80, that's good. Mina, I struggle to cry, Yazi. Yeah. With me, not anymore. I used to, but not anymore, Lungi. It's something that you have to learn. Remember, we were speaking about every time you cried, people would say, stop crying. They didn't never asked you why you're crying, and they didn't tell you that it was okay to cry. So it's something that I have learned over time. Hi, my Nengi. Yes, 100% Joanna. Yo, Mina, I'm crying, babe. Shape. Yes, me too. Thank you for the love and thank you for the hundreds. Everything, Dre. Yeah, everything. Oh, Jojo. Yeah, we are too, Dre. I need to learn. Yeah, we learn and unlearn a lot of things as we get older. So I have about 3 minutes left. Let me uh, um, run through the last 2 points and then round it up. So another thing is to get involved in your child's interests because that also validates that what they're thinking about or what they're doing is correct. So maybe your child likes drawing and anytime they see something they're drawing on the walls. That is very frustrating because you're going to need to clean the walls. But if that's something they're interested in, maybe get them coloring books or get them paper and sit down with them and show them that there is a time and a place to do this and not on the walls, and then hide all the markers and the crayons and the chalks after you are done and the paint. So yes, if you sit down with them, you're validating that yes, it's okay to draw and to write and everything, but there's a good way of doing it, there's an appropriate way of doing it, and there's an inappropriate way of doing it. So that validates that they don't care for the books. Lungi, do you sit down with them? Let me not even say that because I know my nephews also don't care for the books. So we have to hide everything that they can use, but also give them time to play with it. Oh, Lungi, I know some people struggle to cry. Yeah, some people really do, but it's something that we can learn. Yes, Lungi, I understand you. An extreme sport for real, for real. Okay, so the next one and the last one is just enjoying being together. So when you come back from work, de-stress with a shower or with a glass of wine or with reading a book for 30 minutes. Just get the outside stress, leave it, then come inside and spend time with your children. An hour, 30 minutes, I don't know, even 15 minutes, but just be there, present. You're not doing homework. You're not asking them questions about their day. Just sit there and enjoy each other's company and sing and dance or play or whatever it is. It's very important to do that. We enjoy being together and playing. I love that for us. And the kisses and hugs. Yes, I love that for you too, Lungi. I love that for you too. Okay, guys, I literally have 40 seconds to end the live and get ready for my meeting. So I'm happy that I ended up finishing the topic, and I am so happy for all of the contributions that you brought in and the interaction. And I hope that as you are replaying this, if anyone is replaying this, you have noted down the 4 attachment styles, how to try and unlearn them, and just know that you are doing a great job. We can only do better when we learn. We can only do better. Christina said, parenting is very difficult. What we instill or invest in our kid is going to be what we reap in the end. Yes. But to ask God guidance, teach them young so that when they grow, they do not depart from that. Yes, yes, Christina. Yes, from what they were taught. That is true. That is so true. All wisdom comes from God, and we are mere human beings at the end of the day, so we need that help. Guys, please, when you have time, I have a new upload. Yes, I saw the notification, Lungi. I will definitely go to that after my meeting. Thank you for this, Ray. My pleasure, Lungi. Thank you, Lungi. I'll be watching you now. Okay. We're enjoying being together for those, for the real, those for real. Those are the moments I carry a lot. Those kisses and hugs and TikTok dances. Yes. Bonding over TikTok dances. I love that. Thanks, Dineo. Thank you so much, Trey. My pleasure. My pleasure. Jojo, it's priceless. Yes. I'm on your upload, Lungi. Okay, guys. Okay, so I just got a notification from the meeting I'm supposed to have, and she said she's going to be about 5 minutes late. So I have time to just read the goodbyes and the goodbyes. So you can send in your goodbyes, guys, and log out. But thank you so much for joining me. This was healing for me too, and it's a learning curve for me before I get into it. And I know there is not going to be if I read 1,000 books, it's going to be on the job training as well. But sharing it with you guys and hearing insight from you, from what you have experienced, like on Saturday, was it on Saturday that we were on Mohadi's live, and she was telling us about, the sleeping and how to get children to sleep by themselves. That was something I've never considered ever. But I'm happy that I am writing all of those things down. Hi, Dr. Amy. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. We are about to leave. Ladies, see you at 2, but I'll be in a meeting. Okay. Lungi, are you going live at 1? Dinero, you're going live at 2? Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Tiffany. Thank you so much for coming back, but we are about to leave. Everyone is just sending in their goodbyes now, so we can leave. Yes, Jojo, I'll be going live. Okay, so Dineo at 2, Lungi at 1. Okay, all right, guys. So Mutle, I don't think Mutle is going live because she says she's going for an interview. So I will see everybody at 1 o'clock. I love you all. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye, Dr. Amy. Goodbye, Lungi. Goodbye, Tiffany. Goodbye, Dineo. Goodbye, Sia. Goodbye, Jojo. Thank you so much for joining. See you next time. Adios. Thank you. See and adios. I'm going to start using that anytime someone asks me English or Spanish. Thank you very much. Bye. Ish, I have 1:30 to 2:30. We'll catch you 30 minutes only in slots. Okay. All right, Jojo. Adios, guys. Adios. Dre Linda says she's offline for the week. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you, Dinero, for that. Thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you so much for subscribing. Okay, guys. Bye.